grab your hot chocolate or your delicious coffee and let's get into it. So today we are going to make so the AI actually attacks us and we can attack it back. As you can see, it doesn't really do anything, it just chases us and stops. I want to change that. First things first, as you saw, I added the sword to my enemy because I actually recorded a whole tutorial on this, on everything that I'm doing right now. But I had a cat on it, so oh well. So I have to just redo it again. First things first, in the BP enemy base, to add the sword, it's quite simple. If you go into our third person main player, we have the same sword. So what you do, or what I did, I just copied it, paste it into my mesh. Remember, so it's in the mesh, and so the start and the end is on the sword. And then you can just copy the location or rotation. I know probably half of you uses sockets, plant sockets. We're gonna do that next time when we add the trail to the game. Yes, we can add trails and stuff, so it looks cool and shit. Hi, Brody. So basically, so after that's done, so you added the sword, we going to create so we can actually deal damage to our enemy. But first things first, let's comment this out because I guess forgot. This is checking and showing how much damage player deals. Basic explanation. I'm gonna actually change the color. And right here we're gonna have a custom, not a custom event, sorry, an event damage, any damage. So this is basically when you deal damage by line trace or sphere trace or any trace or overlap, then it's gonna fire this event off. So basically, if you go into our combat system, right, just listen, man, listen, okay? Don't skip this part, this is really important. It's not. Right here where we apply the damage, when we do this, this event is getting fired. So yeah, so what we are going to do, we are going to do the damage indicator. So first damage indicator and plug that into the damage. So this will show how much damage we do. Second, you have the player stats, right? If you don't have it, womp womp womp. Sucks to be you, to be honest. But if you do have it, and you don't know how to get it, you just go to components and add that shit. But it should be done. And from it, we just do decrease health. And the health will be the damage that we are going to deal to the enemy. Really, really simple. And right here is that, that's gonna be a branch. And if it is, we're just gonna destroy it for now. And if it's not, we going to play the montage. Right now I don't have the animations for that. So I'm just gonna comment this out, hit reaction. This is really important for your game, so yeah. And so later we're gonna add the XP to it. And so this is basically done, so you can comment this out. Damage taken from the player. I guess that's how you would call it, I don't know. So if we play, you will be able to deal damage to it, you can see. And if I kill it, it just disappears. Pretty simple. And if something doesn't work, go to our AC player stats and check the E type is enemy. Sword damage, that should be 0, is player false. So it just shows that it's the enemy, not the player itself. So just check that, just in case. That's basically it. So that's done. Now let's get into the line trace so it can attack back as well. Not the line trace, but the animations. So it can attack back. So in the behavior tree, we have this chase and focus target run. We're gonna have a sequence like so. This will be called attacks. So we're gonna have multiple attacks. For example, if you have a boss, you can have like a jump attack, a swing, or something like that. Some crazy stuff. So we're gonna create a new task. This will be main attack. And we are going to have an execute AI, finish execute, And from the controller pawn, it does implement an interface. Have a branch, so we're gonna check it. And you may ask, oh, what interface? I don't have any interface. We're gonna go to AI system, and we are going to go blueprints and create an interface. This will be BPI enemy. One function called main sword attack. And we're gonna have two attacks, so another one called F swing attack. Or actually gonna call it main swing attack, that would be more appropriate. So for the first one, we're gonna have an output of a float called animation duration. And swing attack, the same thing, animation duration. So both of them are animation duration. I compile, save that. Now go to our BP enemy base and just plug in the interface. So class defaults, BPI enemy, and there should be two interfaces. So open both of them for the main swing attack or main sword attack, probably. So done. You're just gonna play montage. Yep, that's the big thing. So what I'm gonna do to make my life easier, I'm gonna go into combat system, go to my attacks right here, and there's a main attack. We're just gonna basically copy that. So just copy that, paste that in, because in here we have, I think, all the sound effects. Combo, we're not gonna use the combo, and the notify, that's the most important part. We have the notify sword trace loop. So that's kind of important, that's why I'm just gonna use the same. Either I have to create another one. Second one, this will be the slash one, so once again, and whoops, I didn't create the play montage. So I think it was this one. And remember to plug the return value in. So that's it, just gonna play the montage. So now back into the task. The interface will be the BPI enemy. From the controller pawn, we are going to get F main sword attack, and the animation duration is a delay, just like that. So basically, it's what it's gonna do is gonna check if it has the interface, and then it's just gonna basically delay. So it's gonna play the montage right here. When it finishes, then it's gonna finish the execute. So now it's gonna be successful. Copy that. On the false, it's not gonna be successful. So that's basically it. You can copy all of this, literally, just copy it. And go back to BT enemy, create a new task. This is going to be this main swing attack. And just paste that in. The only thing that we can change is the main sword attack. So that's gonna be the F main swing attack. But the rest of it remains the same, just literally. So you can save that. Now in the branch, let's actually just close that up. So now in the in the behavior tree, we're gonna have first attack. That's gonna be the main attack. We're gonna wait, I would say 0.2 seconds, or you can do random division. I'm just gonna do 0.2 seconds. And swing attack. Okay, one more thing that I changed is in the blackboard target, I renamed it to target actor. That means you have to when you change it, go into our focus target, change that to target, chase target to target actor as well, and in the actor AI controller, they make literal name to target actor. Just change that so it's not target, it should be target actor, and everything should work perfectly fine. So if we test this out, you can see it will try to chase you and attack you. So he chases you. When he reaches that point, he will try to attack you. Some of you probably will not like that it uses the main swing attack as well. To make it so it doesn't, you can add a decorator. how we right here, how we basically made it right here. If he can see us, he's gonna do that. If he cannot see us, he's gonna do that. So we can add, for example, another sequencer and add, for example, if he can, if he's in that kind of distance, then he's gonna do that attack or that attack. So it's quite up to you how you're gonna customize it. I will prefer it like this for now. And that's basically it. So you can save it and call it a day. And one last thing that we're gonna do is add the line trace. So to do it, in the BP enemy base event graph, we're gonna do the line trace. So in the AC combat system, we're just gonna copy it. So we're gonna copy start sword trace loop, sword trace, stop sword trace, and play sword hit sound. All of that. Do not copy the combat system, combo system. We don't need that. Just copy that, go into BP enemy base, paste that in, play sword hit, do nothing. We don't really need that. And it should look like this. So first things first, timer trace, create a variable right here where we get the start and end, delete that and put your own in that we created. What else? Actor has a tag. That one I think we're gonna find in the main player. Go to self, search for tag. If there isn't one, just add it, but right here there is. So player, copy that and paste that in here. Play sword hit, we're just gonna refresh that. Sword damage, create a variable. What else? That's looks good. I think that's it. So if you compile and save, there should be no errors. Yep. Sword damage, we're gonna make it instance editable, so you can see that. So let's just do this. Comment this out. Sword line trace, and I'm going to make a bubble for that. This will be stop damage hit sound effects. That's a long ass name. So just like that. I will start commenting things out so you guys get what the fuck I'm doing, because I think some of you just Google Gaga this shit. Yeah. So for the line trace, why we have to do that shit? So last thing that we're gonna do, so the sword trace actually works and stuff, we are gonna make it so it works. So to do that, we're gonna go into our BPI enemy, and or actually no, let's create a new interface, completely new in the blueprints. So in third person blueprints, let's create an interface, or no, let's create an interface in the combat system. This will be a BPI combat system, and this will be F begin trace, and F end trace. Just like that. Save that. Go into our BP enemy base, class settings, and add the BPI combat system. And there should be begin trace and end trace. Double click on them. Take them right here where the trace begins. And begin trace, we're gonna basically switch with the start sword trace. Just like that. The stop sword trace, we're gonna basically switch with the event FN trace. I should have done this at the first when we actually started doing it, but oh well, I didn't. But this is the right way to do it with the interfaces. So now we're gonna create a notify for that, and I think we already have it. Yes, notify state sword thingy, and you can see we are casting from the main player what isn't actually that good. This is bad. I don't know why no one stopped me, but this is bad. So I'm not gonna delete it right now, or actually I will. So I'm gonna delete it, and you can see these ones are getting affected. Oh well, boo hoo hoo. Delete that, and let's create a new one. So in the blueprints class, anim state, anim notify state. This one. This will be notify something something called I guess sword trace, and double click on it. Override begin, and from here, from the mesh component, get owner. It does implement an interface. That's gonna be the BPI combat system. That's gonna be a branch. Plug that in. Blah blah blah. And F. Was it F? No, from the owner. Sorry, from the owner. F begin trace. So you can just copy this or copy this node and end trace right here for the end one. Same concept. So just plug it in, plug that there. Begin trace, that's gonna be with end trace, just like that. So compile and save that. So now it should work. So if you go into our animations, go to attack A1, I think montage right here. We already have this notify state sword trace loop. I delete that, but we don't need it. Add another notify state. This will be the sword trace. Now let's do from somewhere here. So there, I think. Save that. Now in the main attack, same thing. Delete this one. Add this from some, just a little bit. Okay. So save that, and it should work not for the player. So we have to go into our combat system and do the same. So right here, let's add a class setting. BPI combat system, begin trace, end trace. Let's copy them. Oops, paste them in. So right here, start sword trace. That's gonna be the begin. And right here, stop. That's gonna be the end of it. Plug that in. Compile save. Hopefully it's gonna work. No, it doesn't. It does for me, I think, but it doesn't work. So that's successful. Why? So I found out why it's not working, because so in the AC combat system, right? In the class settings, we don't need the BPI combat system. So delete that and rename F begin trace to just begin trace, and end trace just end or just stop trace. So it should be normal custom events. So that was the first mistake. So just rename that. And in the BP main player in the event graph, we have to go to class settings, add the BPI combat system, and from here we have to do the begin and the end one. So now from the combat system, we get the stop trace. That's gonna go in here. So just plug it in and start or begin trace, I think. Plug it right here. So now it should technically work. So you can see, oh my god. So the trace is too big. What I'm gonna do is make it 25. I think that's gonna be fair enough. I can bring back the AI. Hello, hello. And one last thing, in the AC combat system, or no, sorry, in the BP main player, probably here we're gonna do it. Any damage, event, any damage. We're gonna do the same thing, except let's get the player's stats. Decrease health, plug it in, and if it's dead, we are not gonna do anything. We're just gonna print it today for now. Deft. Okay. And remember to check if it's a player. So it is a player. So yes, and apply. So now if we play, it doesn't do the damage because I don't know. I think I didn't actually add so it deals damage to me. But you can see I can deal the damage. So let's check. So damage is 0. So add that to 15 maybe. So now if we test it out, you can see it actually deals damage to me. And he's trying to kill me. Help. It's a pedophile. Help. Help. So you can see. And of course I I cannot dodge. Help. So yeah, just died. So that's about it. So we just made so it can kill. It can kill me and stuff. And yeah.